Okay, so today we are going to do something interesting. It kind of came to me about 3 days ago because I felt many of us feel there are so many mantras, right? So many mantras we have, and which one to choose, why to choose, and how to choose. That is most important. I'm not just talking about the Hinduism mantras, okay? I'm talking about mantras extracted from the universe, like, from Hinduism, it has gone towards Jainism, it has gone towards Buddhism. Um, uh, we have Islam, we have Christianity. Even though they are put up in different forms, like in Christianity, we have affirmations. In Islam, we have prayers in form of prayers, small prayers. And in Hinduism, we have from Bij mantras till the shlokas we have. And nowadays, it's like you even have a lot of gods, right? You have not just gods, it is already we had a lot of gods in Hinduism. Now people are also following angels, unicorns, butterflies, dragons, you know ascended masters, lot of things we are following. So why is it that we are conflicted in choosing our mentor? It can be a demigod, it can be an ascended master, it can be a divine uh, consciousness. Like, you don't have to give it a form. If you want to give it a form, it can be in form of Allah, it can be form of Shiva, or Devi Ma, or Vishnu, Mahavishnu, or it can be any form, like literally any form which we are giving. Or if you take shamanism, they do it in form of elements. You see the elements, you see like, water, you see ether, space in form of the sky. um, and if you take yoga, we do it in form of our breath. We have to consciously concentrate on our breath. But when it comes to mantras, what is it that will connect to us? How do we pick a mantra? Like, suppose I'm doing a mantra, say Om Namah Shivaya, and somebody comes up to me and says that a Lama Fera mantra will work better for you. Or somebody else might come up to me and say that Devi mantra might work for you. Or, because each person follows one mantra. And why is it that each person follows one mantra? Why is it that the faith is different for each person? It is the same energy, right? It is the same energy, but how you use the energy matters. You can use it in form of fire for cooking. You can use it in form of a homa, or you can use it to burn a house. It is also used in a controlled manner in order to create bushfires. So how you use the fire depends upon you. Similarly, take water. You can just let water flow, or you can keep it in the house in a container, or you can let it flow through a tap, like, you into the field, you can let it flow. So how you use that element again depends on you, your need, your requirement, as to why you need that water. If you needed to take bath, it has to come in a bucket or in form of a shower. It cannot come in form of what do you say, rain, unless of course you have no other option and you have to take bath under the rain, right? So the divine always comes to you, the mantra always comes to you in form of your need, your requirement. And where does that requirement come from? Does it come from your physical body? Does it come from your senses? Does it come from your mind? Does it come from your thought? Does it come from your conditioning? Like how you are brought up. Let's say you're brought up in a traditional household who follow Vaishnava gods, then you will reach to a stage where if you get married, like I'm talking from a girl's point of view, if I get married into a family who follows a Shaiva kind of thing, the conflict occurs over there, because I don't know if I'm being what's the right word, unfaithful to what I have been brought up with, or if I'm being unfaithful to the family I'm supposed to live with. And if it is a girl who is married into a family of, say, Vaishnavites, and she has absolutely no idea about it, then again the conflict occurs. It will occur not just in one religion. It can be intercaste, it can be interreligion, it can be internation, it can be international. It can be anything. The conflict will occur. So when that conflict occurs, you need to learn to be honest towards yourself. You need to learn to accept what comes to you naturally. And how will that happen? Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you all today, because the conflict will be there. It will be there. Like if, let's say, even as a healer, I will tell you, if let's say I believe in a mantra to heal the pain, and somebody else says that no, use this angel number instead, I'm like, will it work as well? Is that more powerful than this? Am I supposed to follow that? These kind of conflicts will occur, and then the thought will come, okay, if it has come to me, then probably it has come because it will work for me. And the belief starts, and the belief will start in such a way that I stop the mantras for a while, and then I go towards the angelic kind of healing. But there will always be a certain thing within you, inside you, which will tell you what you connect with. We are all born with that. We are all born with that. Okay, just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, so what we need to do is connect with that particular mantra. So today I will be telling you all about something called Yidam Mantra. Okay, what is Yidam? Let me explain it. Yidam is that eternal part of us which has no start, no end, nothing touches it. It just exists. It is that soul part of us which has taken help of this physical body in order to go through certain experiences. It is that soul. If we want to give it a name, let's call it a soul. It is that part of the soul which is part of the whole. It has just taken a form, another form. Like I always say, you take a bottle of mercury, you take one drop and put it into a thermometer. It will still be the mercury. If the thermometer breaks, the mercury will go back to it. It will not go anywhere. It will not fade anywhere. It will be there in that thermometer only. We just use it for a different purpose. So that part of the soul goes into the thermometer for one particular purpose. Similarly, we all come, that part of the divine consciousness comes into each one of us for a singular purpose. There's always a purpose. Okay. So if we keep the thermometer in a box, when you take the temperature using the thermometer, it does not depend on the box. So this physical world we are living in is like a box. Your body is the thermometer. The divine soul is the mercury. So what you are, what you do, your purpose in life, your destiny does not depend on the box. You just live in the box. You're just there in the box. The box is there for you. Even if the box goes away, you exist. Okay. And you exist till the thermometer breaks. And once it breaks, it will go back to the main bottle. The mercury will go back to the main bottle till somebody else removes another drop and puts it into probably a barometer instead of a thermometer. Or it will go into something else, you know. So how it goes, where it goes, depends entirely on, I would say, the consciousness which is playing out this particular drama, this particular play. So it actually doesn't depend on us, but probably the Mercury knows what it wants to do. I'm not really sure about it. Okay, so that, why I am mentioning that is because that is called Yidam. It's the word for that is called Yidam. Now, Yidam is the observer. It will it will not do anything for you. You feel guilty, you feel angry, you feel hungry, whatever it might be, whatever you feel, it is disconnected with your sense organs, it is disconnected with your sense abilities, it is disconnected with your entire, but it is so deep inside that we do not connect with it. But you know what happens? Let's say you are in trouble, and immediately that Yidam is the one which connects with that mantra. Yidam is the one which says, "Arey, chant this immediately." This, but how will the Yidam know what mantra to chant? Right? How will it know what mantra to chant? What is it that tells the Yidam this is what you want? This is what you are supposed to call at that particular moment of time. Now, when we are awake, our conscious mind works, and we know that it is like this. Let's say you are a small child, you are playing and you fall down. Immediately you say, "Amma," you know. If your mom is there, yes, you will call her and then you will start crying also. But if your mom is not there, you still call her and you wait till you go back home. Have you seen children doing this? They wait till they go back home and then start crying. Till then, they will not start crying. They will be like really strong. You can see that they want to cry, but they will not. They will hold and they will start crying only once they reach the person whom they know will comfort them. So that's how Yidam works. It knows what mantra will help you, what mantra will guide you, what mantra is the mantra which will show you your purpose in life. Now, how does this help? Okay, before telling you how it helps, I'll tell you how it works. Okay. Like I mentioned, even if you are born and brought up in a Vaishnavite family, it is possible that you like the mantra Om Namah Shivaya more. Or if you're born and brought up in a pure Brahmin family, you end up marrying a Muslim and you want to chant the Quran, right? Why does that happen? It does not happen because you're unruly. People say that no, they have married intercaste, they have married. Like if you take staunch Vaishnavite families, they even don't want to give their child into a Shaivite family, right? Sorry. But what happens is our Yidam is what rules what we are supposed to go into. Our Yidam is what will tell us this is the mantra which will guide us. So how to practice it? Okay, how to practice it is you have to sit and think. Now, okay, again, before I go into it, there's another important aspect I have to tell you. When we are awake, our logical mind will work and it will tell you, okay, you're supposed to call that particular god for this. If you're in trouble, chant Hanuman. If you think nothing is working out, chant for Lord Shiva, or chant for Devi Ma, chant for Sri Mahalakshmi if you want money. All these things your logical mind will tell you. But what about when you're asleep? What about when you are attacked in your sleep, in your nightmares? There are many people, I myself have gone through it. In my childhood, always I used to have dreams of a snake chasing me. Very frequently. A big, fat snake. Always chasing me in this big, uh, I don't even know, it's a house or what it is. And I run and run and run. And many people have this feeling of a person chasing them, or elephants chasing them, or butterflies. Like, they're scared of butterflies. So what is it that you can do to protect yourself in your sleep? What will you do if there is a actual psychic attack when you are sleeping? They do happen. There are I do have clients who have had psychic attacks in their sleep. Like, when they're awake, everything is hunky-dory. But when they sleep, they suffer a lot. They are in pain, they can't sleep properly. And every day they see themselves being stabbed, or, thrown from a building. All these things tend to happen. But so how do you protect yourself when you're asleep? Because your logical mind is sleeping at that time. You are in a different dimension. You are with a different body. One thing you have to understand is how many ever bodies we go through, like, um, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushiptina. We say there are three uh, different kinds of states of mind, I would say, state of consciousness. So that's when I think it's called REM sleep pattern or something. So they say, if you are a light sleeper, if you are a deep sleep, completely deep sleep, or if you are awake. So these three, when you take these three stages, I will not go beyond that. These three stages, when you take, all three stages will have the same yidam. All these three bodies will have the same yidam. That yidam is that internal you. That yidam is the divine consciousness part of you. The yidam is the one which will tell you deep sleep you had. You didn't even dream. Who is telling you? You wake up and you say, my God, I slept dreamlessly. Who is telling you that? How do you know that you have slept dreamlessly? Which means there's an observer, right? That is Yidam. So when you do this Yidam mantra, it will protect you even in your sleep, even in the place where there is no dreams, even in the place of, uh, what do you say, where you cannot call your physical powers in order to help you. Forget the physical world, so definitely it will help you. Whatever you want, you want, it will give you. But even in the stage where you cannot use this particular physical body to help you, you feel helpless. That is when the Yidam mantra will help you. Okay. Have you all understood till now? Can I move forward? Yes. Okay. All right. Now, uh, now about the Yidam mantra. How will it come to you? Yidam mantra comes to you through meditation. When you meditate, there will be one particular mantra which you might be attracted to. It can be any mantra, let me tell you, because I have been attracted to many mantras, but my absolute favorite is a Green Tara mantra. And I have never been to Tibet either. And, her essence is over there. I have never been there. But I am attracted to that mantra. So your Yidam will tell you which mantra you have to attract in order to serve your purpose in life. So Green Tarama is all about, she's about wisdom and knowledge. So because I have chosen this path as a healer, she came to me. So she's the one who guides me whenever I have to talk to somebody about something. If somebody comes to me with a problem, I have to be ready with a solution, right? And the solution, I'm just human. The solution doesn't come directly from me. So I channel her, and she is the one who comes up with an answer. She's the one who comes up with a response, a solution, I would say, for any of the problems. So that way, that mantra can be anything. So when let's take the mantra Namyoho Rengekyo. Namyoho Rengekyo became very popular in the last few years, but it worked for some, it didn't work for some, because it was their Yidam Mantra. Whoever it worked for is their Yidam Mantra. They were supposed to attract it, and they attracted it. And even people, see, when you don't attract it but you do it because the universe, I mean everybody around you is doing it, it doesn't work. It doesn't gel with you. It is like trying to fit a square thing into a round thing, it really doesn't fit. We can try, somehow it will go, somehow it will go, but still there will be gaps, still it doesn't fit it, that perfect fit, that jigsaw fit does not happen, right? So when you choose a mantra, don't give it too much thought. Mantra will come to you because your yidam will attract it, and your yidam will attract it based on what you want. Let's say health. Okay, let's say I do not have exceptionally good health. Okay, so I'm always falling sick, off and on, off and on, off and on. I'm always falling sick. So what will I do? I will start chanting different mantras, and they might work, they might not work for me. But if I leave it to the universe and I say that I want something that will keep me in good health for a number of years, or I want something which will improve my health right now, or I want something which will uh, make me healthier, make my immune system stronger, or something like that. Or if I'm in pain, then I'll say that I just want something which will reduce the pain. And you wait. And you wait. Trust me, it does not take more than 10 seconds. The mantra will come. It might even be a mantra which you are very familiar with, It can be a very simple affirmation. See, affirmations are also mantras. Only beach mantras are not mantras. Affirmations are also mantras. Or it can be that somebody comes to you and they say that, hey, I heard about Dhanvantri mantra. And I heard it works wonders. And something in your heart clicks. And you're like, this is the mantra I'm waiting for. Then what you do is you chant that mantra. You chant the mantra in such a way. Now, this is the process for the Yidam Mantra. You have to chant it in such a way that even in your sleep, when you get hurt, let's say in your sleep, you're running, you fall down, you get hurt, the mantra comes to you. You have to immediately chant it. It should be at the tip of your tongue. It should be at the tip of your mind, always floating in your mind, always floating in your mind. There was this one time, I remember I went to a temple and I started chanting Tara Mantra, and I started laughing to myself because that was not the stotra I was supposed to read, but I was chanting this. And then some voice in my head said, it's the same form, you just see her in this form. It's like how a child sees his mother only in the form of a mother. He doesn't see that lady in form of, let's say, Nilima. My son doesn't see me as Nilima. He sees me as mom. He doesn't see me as Shrikant's wife. He sees me as mom. Right? I am what I am to him. That's it. It is very hard to see somebody in a different form. Like if I'm his teacher, even in school, it'll take him a bit of time to adjust that, okay, that's my mom who is, working as a teacher. So it takes time. But when you start thinking that all the forms make up Nilima, then you stop giving it that much importance. He can, I mean, if he thinks like that, then he can either call me Amma or he can call me Nilima. Either way will work for me. Either way, right? So for me, it doesn't actually matter what he calls me with. Unless I give so much importance to my being a mother that I tell him, no, you can't use my name. You have to call me by Amma, you know. So the Yidam Mantra, how it works is, that I will give you a base mantra. Okay, I will give you a base mantra. In the base mantra, whatever connects with you, put it in. I'll give you 2 mantras today. Okay. I'm not sure why I was supposed to give these mantras, but probably somebody in the group needs this particular purpose, you know, this particular track. So I'm not really sure, but I was meant to give you this. Now, one is Hamsa Soham. I'm sure many of you might be familiar with this particular mantra. So just chant it as Hamsa Soham. Hamsa Soham. Okay, write it down, make a note of it, and keep chanting it. See if it connects with you. See, Hamsa.
Ma'am, spelling?
Yes, ma'am.
Spelling?
Ma'am, if you could just write it in the chat box.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Hamsa Soham.
I actually already received this suggestion in YouTube. I listened to it once already.
Yeah, it is.
Can we take a part of this mantra and chant it, or the full mantra?
No, you can just chant this.
Full, like Hamsa Soham, whole thing.
Hamsa Soham. It is actually part of a very big mantra.
Okay. Actually, we have been given a mantra by a Guruji. Right? Guru mantra which we get, Namdan. And a part of it is in that.
Is Hamsa Soham, yeah. It is
so that's why.
mantra given by gurus. It is like, what do you say? When you first come into the spiritual path, it will come to you.
So as you just said this mantra, and I was laughing because I was in a conflict कि ये वाला mantra बोलना है कि गुरु वाला mantra बोलना है, I don't know. And suddenly when you came up with this,
बोल पा रहे हैं,
and both are like overlapping each other. So I said, thank God, universe is with me.
Yeah, see what happens now when you अगर आपको टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है और आप पूरा मंत्र नहीं बोल पा रहे हैं और आपको गिल्ट आ रही है कि you know अरे नहीं बोल पा रही हूँ, that's when these things come to you.
So like अभी जो मन में एक conflict था कि like should I follow your given mantra or my guru's given mantra, and just it was क्या ना coincidence था या universe की तरफ से it was a help for me.
No, I
this
tell you,
overlapping. It's almost same.
It is so funny. I wrote down one mantra to give you people, and the Hamsa Soham came to me now. That was not the mantra I wanted to give actually.
And I was literally thanking my guru and universe. That's why.
I know. See, I told you now, I don't know. When I act as a channel, I don't know why they want to give what they want to give.
Absolutely. It was answer to my question.
Absolutely. Okay, so that is one mantra. Okay, Hamsa Soham. So this is one mantra. What you do is most of the yogic practitioners also use this because Hamsa, you breathe in, and Soham, you release. Okay. It basically represents two sides of your nostrils, the the moon side and the sun side. It represents that. Okay. Now, the second mantra is Om Aham. Now, how you use this mantra? Okay.
Ma'am, this also you write in the chat box, ma'am.
Yes, I will just write it. Aham. Okay. Now, how you use this mantra is like this. Let's say Shiva. Okay, let's say I'm chanting Shiva's mantra. I will give it as Om Shiva. See, this aham is basically aham. I am Shiva. Okay, you are basically whatever you use. If it is Tarama, you say Om Tara Aham. Okay, you are saying you are what she is. You are what he is. You are the divine. So if you don't want to give any name, just give it as Om Aham. Okay, just chant that. It's okay. But you create your own mantra and see if it is connecting with you. This I'm giving it as a simple example. If you don't connect with any of both these mantras, it's totally fine. You can connect with some other mantra. You can connect with Jai Shri Ram or Jai Sai Ram or Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, such kind of mantras. But for the Yidam mantra to work, you have to chant it 24 hours. Just chant it, chant, keep chanting it. You know what happens? Yidam mantra is extremely powerful. It will go into the water you drink. It will go into the place you stay. It will go into your children. It will go into your family. It will go into every single cell around you, into the food you eat. The vibrations of the food will change. It will make you healthier. And as you keep chanting the mantra, it is like creating what do you say, protective circles around you. Every time you chant, one protective circle forms. Every time you chant, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in such a way that the positivity moves into the society you live in, into the neighborhood, into the people who interact with you. So what happens? People who think negatively can't even enter your society. They can't enter your force field. So you have to keep chanting it to an extent that you reach out to the universe. The entire universe you have to cover with your positive energy. When you do that, your universe belongs to you. It does not belong to the people who will condition it for you. You do your conditioning. You do your creation, I would say. You create your future, you create your destiny, you create what you want, you create your abundance. You don't need to ask somebody for abundance. The universe belongs to you. So how much more abundance can you get, right? The entire universe belongs to you. And when that happens, your manifestation, your creativity, your intuition, your inspiration, everything reaches high. Your vibrations rise. And when your vibrations rise, there will be like a change within you. The way you think, your perception changes, your guidance changes. You have no fear because the duality will disappear. There will be no duality. There's only one. There's only one. Where will the duality come from? You will not fear something might happen, because it has come to you for a reason. There's a protection. It's like a child holding a mom's hand and going. He totally knows the mom will protect him from everything. He doesn't feel scared. He is ready to jump over puddles. He's ready to jump over a pile of leaves, and he's ready to try going on a bicycle. He's ready to try anything as long as his mom is with him. Right? So keep that mom with you. Always keep that mom with you. Think of the universe as your protector, your guide, your mother, your somebody who is always keeping a protective blanket around you, who always keeps you safe, who comforts you, who is there for you. Whatever you go through, she'll say that I'm there for you. Go through it. See, the experiences will happen. Nobody can skip our destiny, but we can make it lighter. We can make it in such a way that it doesn't affect us too much. We can stay disconnected to whatever karma is doing to us, because this physical body has a lot of karma, and it has to go through a lot of things. But when you have that protection, when you have that Yidam mantra inside you, nothing can touch you. Nothing can actually touch you. Yeah, you will feel bad certain instances. You will have emotions. You will have everything. It doesn't stay long. It will come. It will pass. Okay. So this, connect with what your Yidam mantra is. Not because it comes in the family, not because it comes from the gurus, not because we heard it on YouTube, not because somebody else said that. This mantra works. That mantra might work for some, it might not work for some. So why is your mantra working for you? Find out. Let's say you have a lot of fear and negativity. I always suggest people to go with Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu. It is a Narsimha mantra. So I always tell them to chant that, or go with Durga Kavach. She will protect you against any psychic attacks or negativity, whatever. But then again, that's my belief. So I keep chanting those mantras. So I feel that, they are protecting me. So find out what it is that connects with you. Find out what mantra is for you. YouTube has millions of mantra, guys. Don't waste your time chanting each and every mantra. Keep it simple, keep it small, create your own mantra. All you have to do is go through Bijakshras. If it is Shakti mantras, then go with Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Kleem, Hreem, all these. And you know what? All the letters in the Indian alphabet, each one is a Bijakshara. A, I, U, Ru, A, I, O, Au, Aha. All of them are Bijakshras. Along with these, there are powerful Bijakshars, which are Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nya, Cha, Ja, Ja, Nya. All these are Bijakshars. So see which one connects with you. Okay? See. Because if you go with mantra like Kali mantra or Rudra Shiva mantra, and you have to go with powerful words like, cream, kroom, rom, reem, these you have to do. But when you do that, is it really connecting with you? Is it really the mantra that you want to learn? Like if it is, say, Ma Dhumavati or Ma Bhagalamukhi, or Karl Bhairav, all these mantras, when people say that, do it and she will eliminate everything from your life. But is it really connecting from you? Find out. It is like how I feel is, if it does not connect with you, it is not like asking your mother. It is like asking a neighborhood lady to help you. She might help you, but she will not do it with the same, same love, affection, and that genuineness that your mother does it for you, right? She will also do it. Everybody will do it. But what you call, when you call, whom you call matters a lot. So keep one Yidam mantra with you, one mantra. Keep chanting that. 24 hours a day, you have to chant that mantra. Some people, when I was learning, in the group, some people would ask my mentor, sir, can we chant when we go to the bathroom? You know what? Chanting mantra is connecting with your soul. It has nothing to do with your physical body. So let your physical body do its tasks. Let it eat, let it sleep, let it poop, let it do whatever it wants. Your chanting belongs to your Yidam. It does not belong to your physical body. So keep chanting it. If I wake you up in the middle of the night, immediately you wake up with that mantra on your lips, that mantra in your thoughts. The very first second the mantra comes to your head, then you're like, why did you wake me up? So that is how you have to choose a mantra. So ask what it is that you want the mantra for. You want it for power. You want it to succeed. You want it to, what do you say? You want it for protection. You want it for abundance. One mantra. Choose one mantra and keep chanting that mantra over and over and over and over again. Keep doing it. The whole day you do it. It's okay. Don't keep count. Don't keep count. Just do it. Like even when when I'm cooking, my mantra goes into my head. I either say it out aloud or it's in my head. So your mantra should be your sole focus, whatever you're doing. Any nama smarana, ma'am. What is nama smarana? Nama is name. Smarana is to remember. So when you say nama smarana, it can be of anything. Like I said, don't follow what a guru says, a mentor says. Actually, even don't follow what I say. If I give you a mantra, it is not compulsory that it will work for you, right? So choose a mantra which your Yidam wants. Choose a mantra that is calling to you. Like I mentioned, na, if you go to a Shiva temple, chat se that will come. Om Namah Shivaya will come, right? Interestingly, any Shiva temple I go, I get only that one mantra. I cannot remember different mantras like, if I go to a Margabandhu place, or if I go to say Somnath, or if I go to a Kal Bhairav place, whatever it is form of a Shiva for me. So like that, condense the forms. Don't keep them in multiple forms. Condense the forms and make it one. And that one will come to you from your idam. It will tell you if it is Devi Ma, if it is Shiva, if it is formless, if it is in form of a sky, if it's in form of a moon, if it forms a form of a sun, if it is in form of a light, if it is in form of anything, So that particular mantra related to that, like let's say it's in form of a light, which means choose the mantra related to Surya Dev. If it is moon, like you get affected by the moon and you love the moonlight, you love to see the full moon, it makes you happy, choose Chandradev. They're connecting to you, they're telling you that we are your Yidam mantras, that they're telling you use me. Okay, so connect to it. And another thing is, it is not compulsory that the Yidam mantra has to be the same for the rest of your life. It will change. As your vibrations change, the Yidam mantra will change. You'll get a higher Yidam mantra. Okay, so let's say you start with the basic mantra and you keep chanting it, and you increase your vibrations. As you increase your vibrations, the Yidam will want something more. Let's say when your vibrations rise, your psychic level also increases, which means your protection has gone down. Then you will go with a mantra which will give you more protection. It will offer you more protection. It will offer you more guidance. It will offer you more abundance. Like if you want to do something, let's say you want to start an NGO, you want to help kids, and you don't have enough money, you will have investors pouring in. That's how it works. You don't have to do anything. The universe will do it for you. But for that, your Yidam will catch that particular mantra if it feels you're deserving. If it feels that, this person will say this, and then once the foundation is started, he will start pocketing money. If that happens, then the Yidam mantra will not work. There is no Yidam mantra there. You will just end up chanting. Let's say you want more money, then you will just chant Sri Mahalakshmi mantra. It will come, the abundance will come, the abundance will also go. As long as you chant, it will stay with you. And once you stop chanting, it will go. So you have to make yourself deserving of that particular mantra. You have to prove to the universe that you're worthy of that mantra. You have to prove to your own Yidam that you're worthy of that mantra. So your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, manasa vacha karmana, they say. Manasa, what you think deep inside. Vacha, vak, is words. Karmana, your action. Your thoughts, your action, and your words have to be in line. They have to be in sync. They have to be in sync with each other. When you do something manasa vacha karmana, the success will come to you automatically. Because that is when the Yidam Mantra will come to you to make everything go into place. It'll put everything in place for you. You just have to go eat the buffet. The buffet is laid out for you. But in order to lay out the buffet, you need to have the right cook. You need to have the right table. You need to have the right everything. And how will you get all that? Through your Yidam. Okay, so I will conclude it over here. I will take any questions you might have right now. But the most important thing is find out what your Yidam is. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. And once it has done its task, the next Yidam mantra will come to you. It will come to you automatically. It will start with one mantra. But my mentor always used to say that the most important thing in spiritual growth is to let go. Learn to let go. When the next mantra comes, let go of the older mantra. It has done its duty. It is set. It has done its duty. Don't feel guilty. I had actually, he recently passed away. I had a client who used to take the mantras, and he used to say, I feel guilty because my guru had given me a mantra and I'm not finding time to chant that. But the guru has given you a mantra for a specific reason, and it has done its duty. You have to learn to move forward. You cannot have attachment to what has come to you in the first standard when you're moving towards your 10th standard. You have to let go. It is important to let go of your maths book, because the maths calculations are already in your head. You can let go of the book. It's okay. If you can let go of the eraser you used in your first standard, it's okay. Even if your mom bought it, even if it's the prettiest, even if it's the cutest, you still have to let go. So it's okay to let go of what you learned. It's okay even if you forget it. It's totally okay, because it has come to you at that particular time for that particular reason. It can be a mantra by the Ascended Masters. I got many mantras from Ascended Masters, and my initial journey started with Shamanic Ascended Masters, and they offered me protection like crazy, I would say. Like immense protection I got through them as I was going through the spiritual journey. And now when I look back, I'm like, so much I learned because of that. So your gratitude should always be there. But you know what, I don't remember the guru names anymore. It's done, it's finished. You pass that stage of life, it's okay. It's totally okay, because my mom tells a very simple way. She says, you cannot move up unless you lift the leg from the previous step. Correct? You put one leg is below. If you have to move up, you have to lift the leg and then you move forward. Right? So you have to let go. It is important to let go. And in the spiritual journey, you have to remember that as your vibrations rise, you will get different masters. Different masters, they can be in many forms. And again, this is again what I learned from a mentor. He used to say, you have to unlearn what you learned from the previous master. Start learning again. Like I said, till 5th standard, we think that maths is only numbers. And then from 6th, 7th, you learn maths also has letters. Algebra, it has A, B, C, Z, it has all the letters. And then once you get used to that, you move forward, you have maths has words. It has tan, cos, sine, right? So does it mean that the maths which you learned is a waste? No. Does it mean that it doesn't exist? No. Does it mean it's not part of the maths? No. Everything is part of the growth. Everything is part of the growth. From the numbers you learned till the calculus, the logarithms, the trigonometry, everything you learn, everything is maths. Same thing with the spiritual journey. You can let go of the first standard teacher. It's okay. You will still have gratitude, because unless that first standard teacher was there, you wouldn't have passed on to second standard. You wouldn't have learned to write number 2 or number 3, or to add numbers. You wouldn't have known unless the teacher was there. So the gratitude should always be there. But even though the gratitude is there, let go. Let go, because that teacher belongs in your past. Those gurus belong in your past. Move ahead. Only when you move ahead, you will get a different guru. You will get a guru who will guide you more, who will guide you further. Same with gods. Trust me, same with gods. You start with demigods. Okay, we start praying with offering a lot of bhog, offering dressing them up, making them beautiful, because they are the humanized forms. And then you move forward, and then you just do the archana, and put flowers and all that you do. And then you move forward, and you go to a place wherein everything becomes divine for you, right? So accept it for what it is and let go. Releasing is very, very important in the spiritual path. If you get a mantra right now, which is, let's say, for protection, once it knows that this mantra is at the tip of her tongue, this mantra will protect her throughout the life, let go and go to the next mantra. When the next mantra comes, don't feel that, this mantra had come to me and I'm not able to chant this. Don't feel guilty. They all come to you for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. There is no accident. There is no coincidence. There is, I wouldn't say nothing is not pre-planned in this world. Everything is pre-planned. Okay, so think, give it a thought, pick up the mantra which is for you and chant it. Make it simple. Keep it simple. It can be affirmations. It can be a mantra. It can be a bijakshar. It can be anything. Okay, it can be something as simple as I'm healthy. If you keep chanting that, you will see the changes in your body like crazy. The body will start healing himself. Just keep saying, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. Keep saying it till your conscious mind shuts its mouth. If the conscious mind is saying you are not healthy, then say that, acha, theek hai. And then keep saying, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. You have to brainwash it. This is how affirmations work. If it is bijakshar, then you're connecting. Those are direct tunes to the frequency to the universe, bijakshars. So when you chant the bijakshar, find out what bijakshar connects with you. Thank you, Naina ma'am. So what bijakshar connects with you? Find that out and connect with it. Can be anything. Like I told you, Indian letters, each letter is a bijakshar. Okay. Reem, Ram, Cream, Kram. Where did this all come from? From our letters only, no? From our alphabets. It's a mix of, see, every Sanskrit word is a mix of a vowel and a consonant. And what is that? Our Indian languages. We have vowels and consonants, a mix of which gives you something. Na, ni, ne, ka, ki, kam. Shreem, Cream, Kleem, Hreem. Where do all these come from? So those bijakshars, the vowels and the consonants are what makes a sound. Shabd, it's called Shabd. That Shabd is made with a mix of vowel and consonant. Hum, ram, lam, tum, all these, everything. But it has to connect with you. See that? It just connects with you. Okay. So I'm going to end this right now. Let me stop the recording and then you can ask me questions. Okay.